Before we get started, everyone, that was Becky's 100th career victory regular season. Not only that, she's the third fastest WNBA coach to ever hit that milestone.
Congratulations, coach.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Coach, after two rough road losses, I mean, how valuable was today's win in terms of just resetting the tone and building that momentum as you guys look ahead into Tuesday's matchup against the surging Fox team?
I think it was, one of the toughest things is going through hard things and remaining optimistic and positive. I think it's real easy to complain, start griping at each other. And so, my main focus was just trying to keep everybody upbeat, ready for the next game, prepared, and, go out and play the next one. That's all you can do. And they did a really good job, especially after that first quarter, just containing their offense, slowing them down a bit, as well as getting out and running. We were making things happen defensively, and just a good all-around team win. And probably the 30 assists might make me the happiest.
Coach, congrats on the win. Obviously the big change in the starting lineup. We talked about it pregame, but now you get the results where both KB and Jewel both excel kind of in this new role. Just in general, just kind of the takeaways that what you liked from both of them today.
I mean, KB just stayed ready. I mean, her minutes have been spotty, and I think when I've been pretty consistent with her, she's been consistent with me in performing. So, she got the nod. Jewel just wanted a change of scenery, come off the bench, and so the fact that they both really excelled in both those roles is obvious. Obviously, very positive for us, and let them give us 19 and 20 for the rest of the season. I'll be very happy.
And what does that say just about the unselfishness that exists on your team? The fact that, Jewel is okay with coming off of the bench.
It was actually Jewel's idea. I mean, we've had multiple conversations. She wanted to do it a while back. I wasn't quite ready to do it, and then talked to me again, and so we decided to do it. Actually, just kind of right before the game. And I mean, if we can keep, like I said, keep that kind of momentum, but KB does a lot of little things for us offensively, the movement, the cutting, and then I just hopefully, Jewel just feels more comfortable with that second unit, just getting shots up, because a lot of times you're playing with, Asia or Jackie. Sometimes you can get lost in the shuffle. So even though I was trying to get her quite a few minutes with the second unit anyways, even starting the way we were, it just kind of didn't pan out. But, today she was super efficient. Even she missed three that I thought were going in too. So she could have easily been 7 for 9 from three. But the more important thing is we were getting good looks, and the ball was popping, and everybody was getting, when we share the ball, there'll be enough for everybody.
Coach, I thought Jackie was great tonight as well. I mean, from the passing, the shooting, all that. Just for you, like when you have a player of obviously Jackie's caliber, we know how great she is, but being able to kind of fill in any gap that you need from whether it be on offense or defense, just her performance tonight, what do you kind of take away from that on top of the other players individually?
She was great. And I mean, that's the expectation for Jackie every night. I need her around 20. I need her getting 5 to 7 assists. Tonight, obviously, she went over those numbers, which I will take any night. But I talked to them just about everybody being stars in their role, and kind of did a quick recap of where I see people, excelling and what we need as a group from each other, and then being happy for each other, when we do well, or, someone's being great in their role. Like we should all celebrate that. And I thought tonight, I saw a lot of smiles, and, I know you're not supposed to always do that in professional sports, but fun is like a dirty 3-letter word in professional sports a lot of times. And I think it's a grossly undervalued trait. Happy players make better players. There's no doubt about it. So hopefully we'll keep this momentum, and we're going to have a tough game in LA for sure.
You talk about the players having fun. Chelsea had a wipeout after Jackie made that 3, so everybody came to her, gave her a high five, helped her up. Just talk about your team's chemistry thus far.
It's been pretty good, even through the hard times. Like the vibe's been pretty good. Not to say that we haven't had our times, but overall, I think Asia, Chelsea, all of them come together and make sure that it doesn't get too low. Not only that, I think they're optimistic people by nature, which is very helpful that it comes naturally for them to look at the glass half full. That's not always the case. And so I think just perspective and understanding, I said before the game, like if we win that Indiana game, probably all of this feels a lot different. And not to get too down, not to panic, like we just keep moving in the right direction. Everybody stay on board, nobody jump ship, and we just keep moving in the right direction together.
All right, let's go to Zoom. Callie?
I just wanted to ask about this being your 100th career victory and you being the third fastest coach to hit that milestone. Like, what is your reaction when you hear something like that, especially in a season like this for you?
My reaction is I've been blessed with having really good players to coach. Not only are they really phenomenal basketball players, but they're phenomenal people. Like I think we genuinely I have great relationships with them. I said after this, this Aces thing is long gone and way behind all of us. Like I still want to be their friends. Because I value them as people and they just kind of get it. But I've been super fortunate to obviously coach some of the greatest to do it. And every team honestly has had a different kind of persona. It's different, even though some of the bodies and the faces are the same. Every year, the personality and the vibe is a little bit different. So it's actually been fun, with this new group and getting the new pieces in, and getting to work. But I mean, I'm happy with like every year that I've been in Las Vegas, the group of players that I've had the privilege to coach.
Got it. And then also just wanted to ask about, obviously, I think Kirsten Bell made a lot of sense in the starting lineup with the size of the wings, but did you have to kind of like think about that decision or was it pretty easy to know like, okay, it's going to be KB?
No, I liked KB. My idea was to roll with KB, mainly because I still need Dana coming in and being a point guard, relieving us of point guard duties. Nye like coming in and just being that, kind of microwave shooter, get her some volume shots coming in, and then Jewel, obviously. But KB was the natural fit. I think she knows our system the best. She's actually a very good cutter, which helps with our ball movement and body movement a lot of times. So, and like I said before, when I've been consistent, she's been pretty solid for us when I've given her minutes for the most part. So, I thought she did great. Career high on her first time starting it. I think it's her first time starting. So,
Second,
Second?
June of 27th, 2022.
okay, well, there you go.
Mhm. Andrew, we've got time for just a couple more. So Andrew, go ahead.
Thanks, Caroline. Just coach, you said a few of those smiles that you had, especially when that last smile you had when KB was able to force that foul while she was trying to get the offensive rebound. So talk about just that, not only the points, but her just staying ready, as you mentioned. And did you see Usain Bolt after the end of the game since your team took photos with?
I mean, I didn't see him, but I'm assuming that's who they were all rushing towards. Pretty cool that he was able to come to a game, obviously. Game recognizes game. And man, I think he was in the London Olympics. That was in his prime. What was that, 2012?
Yes.
Yeah. So pretty awesome to having been able to witness his greatness on the track. And then, like I said, I think, athletes really, there's not a lot of people that you could look up to when you're a professional athlete a lot of times as like role models, but like when you can recognize excellence in the room and you understand the work that it takes to get to that elite level. And so I think that's why you saw everybody go there is just, the guy oozes excellence and work ethic and just, it's funny because I showed them an Instagram video the other day and he was in it. He was like the main one. It was like something about, you saw him for 9.5 seconds, but he trained for 20 years for that moment. And so, what was your last question, KB?
just on the Sun, just how the smiles that you had with her, not only still boxing out at the end of the game, but just how she means to the team.
Yeah. KB is a vibe. So she's just a really cool person. And they had a team dinner last night and she's a big part of the team. I don't think we talk about her enough, but just her presence and her vibe. She's a vibe. If you get to know her, she's a vibe. She's fun. And you know, she's a ride or die type teammate. Like if you're going into a situation, you want KB with you. I'll leave it at that. Yeah.
All right.
One last question. First you were part of the San Antonio Silver Stars, and now you're one of the third fastest coaches to 100 wins. Just talk about going from playing for this team as a player to being the coach and all you've accomplished in this time.
I don't know, it just makes me feel old. No, it's pretty cool to have been, had the career I've had in this league and then, kind of go away to the men's side for 8 years and then come back and see where the game has grown so much. And to, authentically feel like you've been a part of it. I was from the era of where we were on back-to-backs, like you were getting up at 6 a.m, probably 4 a.m, because you had to be on a 6 o'clock flight to get out to the next city. And now the way that we travel now, being able to get to city and the growth, the eyes that are watching these women is been awesome. So now I get a front row seat with it, being the coach, which is pretty cool. But I just think it's really cool to be a part of the league and the growth that it's had. So I go back to the players that I've had the privilege of coaching, making it just a really fun journey.
Becky.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.